Cisco built UCS to scale, and as such, they gave us plenty of different options to use templates to help make our lives easier while configuring UCS. Now, we just covered VNIC templates, and while they are very useful on their own, they're really most effective when they're used in combination with a LAN connectivity policy. Sometimes with UCS, it can feel like we're configuring templates within templates within templates, and there's no exception with this case. So let's say we need 4 service profiles. So these are service profiles, and each one has, we'll just say, 4 VNICs in it. Usually what we're going to do is we're going to configure a service profile template. And so the service profile template here. And we're going to use that to spin up all 4 of those. It's very simple to spin up 4 service profiles using a service profile template, which is awesome. Now, within that service profile, we need to configure those 4 VNICs. And if we take a step back and we're logical about this, we'd say, hey, I'm going to use one service profile template to create 4 service profiles, so maybe I can do the same thing. I spin up a VNIC template, which we just covered, and I use that VNIC template to spin up all 4 of these VNICs. And that would be a very logical conclusion, but we have a problem with that. See, each VNIC has a set of VLANs. Let's say maybe this VLAN is VLAN 10, and we have a fabric A. And usually that's paired up with another VNIC, so also on VLAN 10, but on fabric B. And then maybe these VNICs down here are on VLAN 20, also A, and 20 also on B. And the problem is that the VNIC template also has VLANs and fabric assigned to it. So when I create a VNIC template that has VLAN 10 and fabric A on it, I can really only use it to create one. Which means that if I'm going to create VNIC templates for this, it's actually a 1-to-1 ratio. And I end up creating 4 VNIC templates and mapping them all to individual VNICs within the service profile template. Let me say, well, what's the point of a VNIC template then? What does that do for me? Well, imagine if we have multiple service profile templates. If we have multiple service profile templates, now we can start to see, okay, well, I get it. I can now, I'm creating these guys here and saying, okay, well, I've got 10 in A and 10 in B, VNICs for this, so I can use the same template and assign it down here. But does it really save us a whole lot of time? Because even within this service profile template, the second one, I still have to create 4 instances of it. And yeah, I don't have to specify as many policies, which is nice, but I still have to create all of them. Which, when there's only 4, not a big deal, but if we have 10 or 12, this can become an ordeal. So this is where LAN connectivities come into play. A LAN connectivity policy is a container, so to speak, of multiple VNICs and VNIC templates that we can then turn around and apply to the service profile templates. So rather than create this twice between the 2 service profile templates, I really only create it once. I put the 4 VNIC templates into the LAN connectivity policy, and then I apply the LAN connectivity policy down to the individual service profile templates. So if we only have one service profile template in our environment, none of these VNIC templates, LAN connectivity policies are going to help us a whole lot. But if we have multiple service profile templates, then this can start to really come into play and help us save a lot of time and energy. LAN connectivity policies are another tool in the belt that Cisco gives us to help scale our configuration and make our lives a little bit easier and more efficient. And remember, it really only comes into play if we have multiple service profile templates. If we only have one service profile template, there's not a big reason to use LAN connectivity policies. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.